Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Vergil Ortiz is the fighter that people think Bud is. And look, let's break it down honest and objectively as possible. And Vergil Ortiz, he's the kind of fighter that everybody thinks that Bud Crawford is. Think about this. Vergil Ortiz is free smoke. He don't turn down smoke. He don't run away from smoke. He runs to the smoke. Think about this. Vergil Ortiz is literally in negotiations right now with Jerron Boots Ennis for a 154-pound fight on February 22nd on the Riyadh season card. That says a lot about Vergil Ortiz. A lot of people said that he was going to duck Boots. He was afraid of Boots. He was running from Boots. This shuts their mouth. This really shows you that Vergil Ortiz is the guy that people think Bud Crawford is. This is the same Bud Crawford who wanted no parts of Boots Ennis. And you see Vergil Ortiz welcoming the smoke. I mean, let's just be honest and unbiased about it. You see that Vergil Ortiz is welcoming a fight with Murtazaliev. This is the same Murtazaliev that destroyed Tim Tszyu. He's a world champion at 154. And yet Vergil Ortiz is welcoming a fight with this man, this monster, the guy who took apart Tim Tszyu. This guy is a monster. And you see that all of the fans on social media were saying, hey, we got to see him versus Bud. Bud stayed silent, never mentioned this man's name, and is not even looking in his direction. So at the end of the day, the fact that even Vergil Ortiz even wants this fight really shows you he's the guy asking and wanting all the smoke in the world. He's the guy that people think that Bud Crawford is. Bud Crawford never even said this man's name, never even looked his way. I mean, let's just be honest and unbiased about it. Not only that, you've even seen, that Bud Crawford said he's not interested in Charlo. He's not interested in Boots Ennis. He's dismissed pretty much every fight to chase a Canelo Alvarez payday. And that's his prerogative. If you want to chase paydays, that's fine. This is the same guy who had no problem fighting David Avanesyan for $10 million. Forget that. I mean, let's just be honest and unbiased about it. People gloss over that. This guy had no problem with fighting those kind of guys. But when it comes to Boots Ennis, Vergil Ortiz, Jermell Charlo, Bud Crawford is not running to all of these fights. He's not running to make all these fights. He's willing to chase a Canelo Alvarez payday. A fight where, we all know that Canelo Alvarez is going to whoop his ass and Bud Crawford's going to fight to survive. Let's just be honest and unbiased about what we're seeing here. Vergil Ortiz is literally a throwback fighter. Vergil Ortiz offered Bud Crawford to fight, and the only reason Vergil Ortiz is even negotiating with Boots Ennis right now is because Bud Crawford is not taking the Vergil Ortiz fight. I mean, let's be honest and unbiased about it. Vergil Ortiz has a contract offer that's made to the word according to Turki Al-Sheikh for Bud Crawford, and Bud Crawford is not interested because he's chasing a payday with Canelo Alvarez, a weight class and a division in a fight that he said he would never fight because the weight didn't make sense. Now all of a sudden, because he wants a massive payday, the weight makes sense. I'm going to be honest and unbiased. Vergil Ortiz is the fighter that everybody think Bud Crawford is. And let's just be honest. And this is no hate to Bud. Bud's an excellent fighter. He's an elite fighter. He's a pound-for-pound fighter. I respect Bud Crawford. I'm a fan of Bud Crawford. But I just got to keep it 100% honest and unbiased.